squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. So UTEP's offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Locklear. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Delaware's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away on 4th down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Locklear. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis.
The 1st down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 5. 2nd down coming up.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Nice catch, just past the 1st down marker, so this drive stays alive. Nice job by the quarterback and receiver.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
No gain on the play.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Miners with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Miners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Pass interference. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And a defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Back and forth, back and forth. I don't care if I give up yards. Nice job by the defense. Now putting them in a negative situation. You gave up some yards. Now you got them in a situation where you know they're going to throw the football right around midfield. It's time to go put some speed on the field and go get the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And that's going to tie it up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. Caught behind the line, it's Thomas. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Miners line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Got a little space. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Just drives in between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Finds a little space. There he goes. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the read play, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Locklear. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he will take it in. Touchdown, UTEP.
Touchdown, UTEP. Number 23 in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Right back to it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking for space. It's Silver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to run it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To the air, it's Grotlier. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Miners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The Miners are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. the pressure. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Dropping back, it's Locklear. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On the ground, it's Silver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Brings it down on the right side.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
He leaves it with his back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Silver. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Blue Hens back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the outside. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass, it's Locklear. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Blue Hens lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Miners will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Running into the open space. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Blue Hens have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on second down. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. He wants to throw it. The screen, he can go. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
They booted away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs, because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
By the receiver. Gain of 4. Second down coming up.
Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Good enough.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking to throw. It's Locklear. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Receivers worked tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Wilson on the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Third down coming.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the ground, it's Silver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Patterson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Back to throw, it's Locklear. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Hand off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll pull it down.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Back to throw, it's Locklear. Fires to the right. He's got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the run, it's Silver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped hold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Patterson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lost to fire on second down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run it with Wilson. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
The Miners will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle, it's Patterson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Oh, better look out! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Makes a man miss. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field, and
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Silver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Unloads it left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Punt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of the... It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Davis. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Back to pass, it's Locklear. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Silver. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At the 16-yard line.